Elie Wiesel was born in September 1928 in the town of Sighet, Transylvania, to Shlomo and Sarah, an Orthodox family with Hasidic leanings. Later in life, Wiesel recalled that his mother urged him towards religious studies, and his father inculcated in him the foundations of humanism, as well as encouraging him to study Hebrew and read literature. In 1940, the region was annexed by Hungary. In March 1944, German forces took over Greater Hungary, and in April, a ghetto was established in Sighet. In May, the Germans began deportations from Sighet to Auschwitz. Upon their arrival at the camp, the Wiesel family was separated. His mother and younger sister Tzipora were sent directly to the gas chambers, while Elie and his father were sent to the Auschwitz III labor camp. When the Russian army neared Auschwitz, Elie and his father were taken on a long death march and arrived in Buchenwald in central Germany. Shlomo, his father, died within a few days, and Elie survived until the liberation of the camp in April 1945. His two older sisters, Beatrice and Hilda, also survived the war. Wiesel joined a group of some 1,000 children and youths who were taken to an orphanage in France. Later, he moved to Paris, where he studied humanities at the Sorbonne. In addition, he began work as a journalist, writing in French and in Hebrew, as well as teaching Hebrew. At first, Wiesel avoided writing about the Holocaust and his personal experiences. It was Nobel Prize winner for literature François Mauriac who persuaded Wiesel to write about these topics. In 1956, he published the book in Yiddish, Und die Welt hat geschwiegen, and the world remained silent, which was translated into French under the title Night. The book recounts Wiesel's experiences in Auschwitz and Buchenwald, including his relationship with his father and his own religious beliefs. Night would go on to be translated into some 35 languages, and many millions of copies were sold. Over the years, Wiesel published over 40 books, including some dealing with life during and after the Holocaust, novellas and short stories, and compendiums of Hasidic tales. In 1956, Wiesel emigrated to the United States, and in 1969, he married Marion Rose, translator of his books. The two had a son. Along with his literary and journalistic writings, Wiesel was well known for his social and educational work. He was deeply involved in the commemoration of the Holocaust and the importance of documenting and teaching about it. At the same time, he used his status to speak out on many issues relating to human rights and to warn against the dangers of injustice. In 1986, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The prize committee described him as one of the most important spiritual leaders and guides in an age when violence, repression, and racism continue to characterize the world. In his speech, he said, "I swore never to be silent whenever and wherever human beings endure suffering and humiliation. We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented." In 1999, US President Bill Clinton invited several public intellectuals to give a series of speeches ahead of the new millennium, including Wiesel. Wiesel's speech, entitled "The Dangers of Indifference," is considered one of the most important speeches ever, intertwining history, biography, and a moral imperative.
Indifference, after all, is more dangerous than anger and hatred. Anger can at times be creative, but indifference is never creative. Even hatred at times may elicit a response. You fight it, you denounce it, you disarm it. Indifference elicits no response. Indifference is not a response. Indifference is not a beginning. It is an end.